Sunday insanity. Fantasy Foolz. Insanity meets fantasy. Waiver wire work, turning pennies to gold. DFS stacks, let the storyline unfold. Bad beats hit, but the fools don't bend. Prop slips live, ride it out to the end. Trade court open, bring your lopsided plea. We'll bang the gavel on your fantasy fraud spree. We'll ruin Sunday, we'll read the eulogy, then bury that pick in fool's mythology. Fantasy Foolz riding high on the line. Cash on the spread and the W's mine. From draft day nerds to Sunday insanity. Fantasy Foolz, where insanity meets fantasy. Chart the targets, chase that pace. Match up edges all over the place. Bankroll calm even when it looks wild. Fools make order from chaos styled. Start or sit, yeah, swipe that call. Flex spot flames or a waterfall. Laughter losses double down with class. Fools turn Sunday painting a gas. Fools, fools, fantasy fools. Fools see fools. Fools, fools, fantasy fools. Fools see fools. Fools, fools, fantasy fools. Fools see fools.
It's that time again, Mike.
It is that time. What is going on, Fantasy Foolz?
It's Super Wednesday, 5 p.m. hour, rush hour traffic, but instead of being in rush hour, you're here with us.
Yeah, where you're supposed to be.
It's the Fools, baby. We hit you last night with our waiver wire pop-up. You have a lot of teams in buys this week. I think it's like 6. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
So many injuries. It's like we're grasping at straws to be a fantasy football champion this year. So
Say that again.
I said we're grasping at straws to be a fantasy football champion this year.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle with all the injuries. I mean, it's affecting everybody, right? Like, there's so many. It's affected me. I know it's affected you. But like, if you go watch some waiver wires, you can pick up enough to keep it going.
Definitely, and making smart moves, and that's what we're here to bring you. We're blessing you with knowledge.
Knowledge.
I'm gonna start calling you knowledge, Mike, because you full of all that knowledge.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long, but I do remember.
Yeah, one of the guys is knowledge. I love that nickname after that. Like, if you have a nickname knowledge, you got to be the smartest, coolest dude in the room.
Yeah, I mean, you got to live up to that, right?
Absolutely. So bless you. Like I said last night, we will cover that coming into the show. But before we do, I would like to recap a little bit of last weekend. All right.
What a crazy week again. Like, we say it every week, right? Crazy week.
And you like to say every year is crazy. This year is a little more crazy than others.
Yeah, like, it started on Thursday too, right? I kind of called it. Kind of saw it coming with the Bengals beating the Steelers.
You called it. Let's be fair. Okay, just so you guys know.
Like, I wasn't really basing it on anything, but I had a feeling like this might be the game that the Bengals pull it out, right? And they did.
Well, I mean, you take a veteran quarterback and somebody who knows how to win. I mean, he's proven that over the years. Crafty as hell, can step in. What has he done this 3 years in a row? He steps in for a team and produces good results. You can't beat that. And then you team him up with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Mike Gesicki. What?
You just say, look, find the guy and sling it, right? At that point. And you still got a cannon. I mean, Flacco still got a cannon. He can still sling the ball.
I think, like, in my opinion, if you're in that offense, all you have to do is, like, know where the player is supposed to be.
Yes.
And just throw it.
And just throw it. And trust your guys, because, I mean, you got probably the best wide receiver in the game, right? Chase.
I think definitely the best duo in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, we could
say
peppered
with targets, right? That it was a really good game plan.
Hell yeah. No, so that was good. Anything else?
Chiefs dominating again, looking like the Chiefs of old.
Are they the number one team in the NFL?
I don't know. I mean, what about the Lions? The Lions beat a really good Tampa team, right?
Is Tampa really that good of a team? Or I
think they are. I think they are.
I would like to say they have grit, you know, and I would like to. I think they're well coached.
Yeah.
You know, being able to come back. What is it? 4 games this year already in the fourth quarter to win the game. I mean, that's coaching and then grit from the players, never giving up. I'd like to put them in the top 5 just because of that, but I don't think that I don't think they're that
They're
good.
they're a playoff team for sure, and you know they got beat pretty good. I mean, 24-9 is pretty good. That's pretty good beating. If you're beating a playoff team like that, I mean, that's pretty good.
Let's just say, put it like this: if Tampa Bay is 100% healthy, are they the best team in the NFL?
Tampa Bay, no, not even if they're 100% healthy. I don't think they're better than the Chiefs right now. I don't think they're better than the Lions right now.
Well, you know, they were ranked number 1 last week, down to like 9, 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think 8 or 9, maybe 7 spot is good for them.
I agree. I
think that's where they should be.
No, absolutely. What else happened this past weekend?
I mean, Dolphins got annihilated
Again.
Did
you have hope? Okay, I kind of know this answer already. All right, just so you guys don't know who's out there, every Sunday morning, me, Mike, and another guy, shout out, we get together and we talk about Sunday, right? So Mike texted this weekend to this group we have, me, him, and James, my brother. Shout out to him. He says, "Do we have a chance this weekend?" I'm mistaken. That's the text you sent me like the last 3 weekends over and over.
First thing in the morning, I didn't say hello. I didn't say what's up, fellas. I didn't say. All I texted was, "Do we have a chance this weekend?"
Yeah. Did I respond?
Yes. What did you respond with? We always have a chance.
What did I say?
I think you said we always have a chance. Looking it up?
I'm looking it up. I'm a very optimistic guy. Okay, just so everybody knows, and we all are. Look, as Dolphin fans, we're always optimistic, and that's why we also suffer from a ton all the time. And damn, we text way too much, dude.
It's all day.
Okay, so Mike says, "Do we have a chance?" ? And I said, "We have a chance every week. The problem is they suck." And find a way to suck worse playing. You know.
How true was your text?
And let me tell you, because after that text, we go into our bets, like what we're going to be betting this week. But I saw a video, and it's of a kid who reminds me of everybody I know in our circle. It's just a different team. So shout out to the kid here in this video, whoever filmed it. I wish I could give you credit if I knew who you were, but this is freaking amazing.
See them and get your thoughts on the game.
I hate this team. I was born into this, and I'm not gonna ever. I'm always a Jets fan, but like, I hate this team.
I mean, I feel that to my core. Like, in my heart of hearts, that's exactly how I feel. I mean, do I ever take my Dolphin gear off? No, because, I like to suffer. But to my core, I feel and I know Samantha is tired of me moping and bitching every Sunday after the Dolphin game. And I just mope around and I whine and I'm like, I'm done with football. And then, God bless fantasy football, because if I had only the Dolphins to root for on Sunday, it would be just a absolutely horrible year.
All right. Well, how about Dolphins as your team? Then you have the Seminoles as your college team. And then you only win one fantasy football game over the weekend. My life sucks right now. It's terrible.
I talk to Sam about this all the time. She gets so tired of listening to me talk about football, but I always am optimistic. Like, am I going to have the perfect week? A perfect week for me is Dolphins win.
Yep.
Canes win.
Yeah.
And I win all my fantasy matchups.
Right. That's all a man could ask for.
Right? And so I won all of my fantasy matchups this week.
As usual.
Lost to Dolphins, lost to Canes.
Wait. Stop. Slow down. What was that second part? Because I don't know if you noticed, but I've been trying to lead you into this.
Canes with a heartbreaker. I don't even want to talk about it.
But you know what? I get you don't want to talk about it, but I didn't watch the game. I didn't
either, to be honest with you.
Maybe a little bit.
My family decided they were going to have a Halloween movie night on Friday night, even though their Canes game was on. So I caught bits and pieces on my phone when I was sneaking some views. Oh, here we go.
Well, we got a question.
Yeah. Trade Devontae or hold? Trade Devontae and Godwin for London, or Devontae and Daniel Jones for Igbuka. 2-quarterback league. Other 2 quarterbacks are Allen and Lamar. Is Lamar coming back? He might be coming back soon, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be this week or not. I'm invested in Lamar. You know that.
Right.
Palm Beach County, baby. Boynton Beach High School. How can I not? I'm a homer. I can tell you right now in a few seconds if he is going to be playing or not.
So if you watch the show, you know I am in love with Emeka Egbuka. I have him, I believe, in every single one of my leagues. I would go Devontae for Egbuka for sure. And if Lamar's coming back, I wouldn't mind giving up Daniel Jones. That's tough, though, because in a 2-quarterback league, you need a third option.
Well, not only that, you want to keep a third option on the bench because you don't want to leave that option available for any.
Yes, and Fallon gets hurt, Lamar's hurt. Daniel Jones is a good fill-in, right?
Good fill-in. He's a great starter.
He's a good starter right now. But if you have all three and all three are healthy, who you mentioned? Allen, Lamar, or Daniel Jones? It's got to be Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah. I would agree. It depends. If you're hurting, obviously you don't want that first option. You don't want anybody. You should trade if you have.
You could trade Devontae for Igbuka. Well, 100% press that button. London, I like too. I don't know if I like him more than Devontae, but if you can get Igbuka, yes.
So basically, that trade is essentially Daniel Jones for Igbuka.
And Devontae Adams. I don't know. I would see if you could hold on to Daniel Jones and do a Devontae for Igbuka.
Yeah, I mean, he's got quarterbacks. And honestly, let's be real. Okay, so let's look at this we need to know what the whole team is about. Because if you have a team that can win and you can find a way to bring Daniel Jones as your backup quarterback, you have quarterbacks pretty much consistently every single week on your team. So don't think about what you're not scoring that's in your bench. Think about the points you're not allowing for somebody else to score against you.
Yeah, it's always something you got to think about.
Yeah, it's about the mentality for sure. And it does look like Lamar Jackson.
Oh, so, I mean, that's good. If you absolutely do not need Daniel Jones as a backup, I would say get Igbuka for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. It definitely makes sense. For sure. Great questions. Thanks for that. So where were we at? You were telling me about how the Hurricanes suck.
Ruined. Season ruined. I mean, we're still in the top 10, I believe. I think we fell down to like 8. And I mean, if we make the playoffs, I'm happy. It's a tough loss. It's a game we should not have lost, and that's been Miami for a very long time now. We're back. A couple of years ago, we beat Notre Dame. Then we, go into the toilet. it's these we come up and we're doing so well, and then I don't know. It's almost like they lose focus, right?
Well, to be honest, I heard it's coaching, not focus. I heard that's Cristobal's end of game antics over and over again.
I mean, and I know what you're saying, and I've heard that too. But I do know in this game, I mean, Louisville jumped out to a 14-0 lead. I mean, it was the end of the game antics, and our quarterback has been very good. He's been good, right? He threw 4 picks this week. He had a very bad game.
Okay.
So that's hard to overcome, 4 picks, right?
It is. Yeah. It wasn't 5, right? It was 4.
It was 4.
I don't know. It just felt like he kept throwing them. I felt like it was Tua back there.
Don't even get started on Tua.
Why? What about Tua?
This guy cashed in at over $200 million. Was one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league, and he is just shit the bed. Excuse my language. I mean, he took this money, and it's like he said, "F it. I don't care. I'll show up and I'll do whatever." And I think I heard that he's leading the league in interceptions now. Is that true?
I haven't heard that, but I wouldn't doubt it. But since you're talking about him, and instead of just waiting for the segment to happen, I actually nominated him for Fantasy Tinder. Okay. So put 6 teams on a bye. I'm going to go ahead and say there's no way on God's green earth that you should start Tua this week. I mean, the Falcons generate interceptions, bro, and sacks. Top 10 rate in the NFL. Oh, man. And they've allowed the second fewest points per game to a quarterback this season. So if you take those numbers and you average him with the fantasy football points that Mr. Tua is getting per game, I think he's averaging a game, 4 points a game.
I haven't even looked because there is no way. I don't even like looking at this picture. You know what I mean? This is swipe left all day. And you know me, and it's funny. I was talking to my dad the other day, and my dad brought me up to be a Dolphin fan. He's very, very knowledgeable. And,
right.
We went to games with him when we were just little.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to him, and I was telling him I want to like Tua so much. I invested a lot into it. I have jersey. Behind me there's autographed football. I have cards. I collect cards here and there. I got some PSA 10 graded Tua cards. They're garbage now. I can go on eBay and get cheap because he's trash. He's trash. He should be benched
or banned.
Even if you bench him for one game. Because honestly, I don't think the Dolphins have anything better on the bench. But if you bench him for one game and say, look, bro, your job's not guaranteed. You need to perform or you're going to be on the bench. Maybe that'll light a fire under him. I don't know.
I think he's just I don't know how to say the word, but I did see another video that kind of like brought it all together for me, if you could say. So I'm afraid
we got some bad news, Tua. We're benching you. Tua play football. Not anymore. We're moving you to the bench. But Tua bumped head for team. And now Tua get water for team. You'll be our Bobby Boucher. But Bobby was tarded. Tua not tarded. Of course you weren't, buddy. That's why you're getting a super important job. It'll be a promotion. Whoa. You're going to be the sideline electrolyte administrator. You got to make sure all the players' electrolytes are balanced. Like a scientist. Sure, whatever. Wow, Tua better get started. You're an asshole, coach.
It's comical. It really is. Like, that one pick he threw at the end of the game, not last week, the week before. I just got up out of my chair, started laughing, and walked away. What else can you do, right?
Bro, I watched so many replays of the game, and it felt like his offensive line just deliberately missed blocks. Him get nailed.
I mean, he kind of threw teammates under the bus. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, and they kind of I don't know if it was payback or what, but it was a like you said, it was a shit show. Tua threw like I saw a video of a guy just like, come on, Tua, give it to me, and Tua just threw him the ball. By the way, he's on the other team. I mean, just threw him the ball. Like I don't know what he's thinking or I don't know. It's just super depressing. It sucks to be a Dolphins fan. Boycott the hell out of the Dolphins wearing Dolphin gear. But like that little kid in the video we showed, I was born into this shit, unfortunately. And I'll always be a Dolphins fan regardless. But it gets old, man. I'm tired. Like, it sucks to live your whole life and your team can't win a Super Bowl.
I mean, to be honest with you, the Browns are not a very good team, right? They're not. They have a solid defense. I'll give it to them. We got mollywopped by them.
Like
it was their second win of the year. Like, they're not a good team, and we just got outclassed on every level.
Most importantly, coaching, I think. And like, man, okay. Is it me or when Mike McDaniel is doing a post press conference or any sort of press conference, I don't even understand what the shit he's saying.
You know,
because he's all over the place.
When Mike McDaniel got here, and then I know, guys, we're going on a pretty long Miami Dolphin rant here, but
it's what we do.
Yeah, when Mike McDaniel got here, we loved it. Oh, Miami Mike, perfect fit. You know, he's got a little bit of swag. He's younger. He's hip with the game, and he knows what the players like, and he's wearing the expensive kits and the whatever.
Yeah.
And all the ums and ums and ums. It was cutesy at first, right? Like, oh yeah, Mike McDaniel, he's all right. He's all right. Now he's just annoying. Like,
yes.
Get your goddamn words out. Like, you're an NFL coach. Speak like one. He says more than any other word.
Yeah. So let's just pretend I'm Mike McDaniel for a minute. Ask me a question.
So why did we lose this game?
Well, you know, you go in circles and yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Throw like 10 ums in there, and then you nailed it. So yeah, to win a game, I guess you got to. Tua is our guy. He switches up, and Tua is our guy, and sometimes you just have to throw the ball. And I'm like, dude, you're not even saying coherent sentences.
Nothing makes sense that the dude says. He's just all around scatterball.
I don't get it. Like, how are you coaching these men and teaching them, and you can't even get up on a podium and make a coherent sentence?
All right, first of all, I'm the boss, okay? I don't care if it's my meeting, a player's meeting, whatever it is, you're going to be there. You're going to be out of the damn job.
Yeah.
You know, Mike McDaniel, honestly, maybe he could be good or would be good if he stopped wearing capri. Because it sounds like the inmates are running the asylum in Miami. And if Stephen Ross, with all your success, can't recognize that, this is business 101. It's obvious the inmates are running the asylum, bro.
You know what it comes down to? Pretty much everything Brian Flores said, I think was true.
Did you see that article? I read an article, something about that.
No, I didn't. But the more you think about it, the more all this crap comes out. Like, he was right. Absolutely. That guy was winning games for us when we had nobody.
It's because of style.
Yeah, talent now, and we're not winning games.
But you could admit we wanted him out.
Yes, at the time. At the time, we all bought into, forget this guy. What? He's going to make a great head coach somewhere.
I don't know about that. I think that he's very good at his position now, and he should stick there, out of the limelight, just do what you do and coach ball, but you don't want to be the guy responsible for answering questions. You're not that guy. You know what I mean? He was an asshole. He was very direct, results driven, which, hey, if it brings success, bring it. I want it.
You know what? I hate Nick Saban, but that's exactly how Nick Saban is, and he wins championships. I hate Nick Saban for what he did to the Dolphins, but results speak for themselves. That's the way he is, and look what he accomplished in Alabama.
You could say Nick Satan.
Nick Satan. I do call him Nick Satan.
Yeah. Who's Frizzle?
What's going on, Frizzle?
How you doing, Frizzle? For shizzle, my nizzle.
For shizzle, my frizzle.
Oh, I said my nizzle. I don't think I can say that. My bad.
Don't do that.
Well,
let's get back to some fantasy. Let's talk some football other than the Dolphins because it's very depressing.
All right,
Give me a migraine.
Who is our week 8 bias, Mike?
Oh, we got a bunch this week. We got the Cardinals, the Lions. That's a big one. There's a lot of good talent on the Lions. The Jags. You got the Raiders, the Rams, and the Seahawks. That's a lot of players that I've been going through the waivers and trying to make some moves. What we got here?
All right. Would you trade DeAndre Swift, Pickens, and Warren? But he also has Bowers. How do you get Warren and Bowers on one team? I have no idea. Sounds like he's sneaky.
So Bowers went early. Warren went late in a lot of drafts. I will say Bowers has been complete trash this year.
Uh-huh.
He's been hurt half the year. The other half of the year, he hasn't put up anything. Gibbs is
a monster.
Gibbs over Swift for sure, but I would say Warren definitely over Bowers. I would say Warren over Bowers and Kincaid, right? Is Kincaid coming back this week?
He's supposed to be back, and actually they're favoring him to be the number one tight end this week.
Well, Kincaid's back. He's definitely the number one there, right? He's going to catch a lot of balls.
I don't know because he's
TE2 receiver, but the number one tight end. He's going to be.
He's listed as tight end 2. I'm pretty sure.
No, is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And that's why I picked him on that pick against the Dolphins because even as a tight end 2, you're still going to get points. All right, so Tyler, my advice is you win. In my opinion, Worthy over Pickens. Pickens wins slightly, marginally on that. But when it comes to you having Kincaid and Warren and also having Bowers, I make that trade. I think you win on the running back. I think it's going to be a high-powered offense for the rest of the year for KC. And Worthy's going to get a lot more options now that Rice is back.
So definitely Gibbs over Swift. You're dominating the trade right there, right? So Pickens and Worthy, the thing I think about when I see those two names is Lamb's back, right?
100%.
Rice is back. So automatically Pickens and Worthy both go to the WR2 spot on the team. I do agree with you. I think Worthy – I think Pickens is going to get a lot too.
And I said slightly. CD is going to come back. You got to remember –
Pickens and Worthy is a tough one for me.
But you have Jason Ferguson taking a lot of looks, so that's why I don't see the Worthy Pickens. I think Pickens is going to get more, but I don't see it.
I would try to finagle Bowers in there instead of Warren. I think Kincaid is a good Bowers. I have Bowers, and I took him early in one league. In my guillotine league that I tried out this year, because there was 18 teams drafted, right. And I felt like he was the best option for how low I was drafting, and he has been complete trash. Yeah, I think it's a safe trade. I love Gibbs, right?
I think it's worth the trade, and not only that, if we're gonna come down and slim Pickens the trade to the tight end, tight ends are matchup positions, just like defenses.
Right.
You can always fight a tight end that's going to score 10 points.
I would say Pickens and Worthy are even. And when it comes to the tight end, you're right. Warren's killing it, but Kincaid's a good tight end to have.
And not only that, you can go matchup. Tight end's a position that I'm not scared to lose ever, because
and maybe Bowers comes back second half of the season and dominates. We'll see.
Teams typically get better throughout the year. They find stuff that works. So I'd agree with that. I would make that trade.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
I'm okay with that trade.
Absolutely. So let's get back into it. So we covered. Did you cover the 6 teams that were off?
Yeah. We got the Cardinals, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, and Seahawks.
And from our estimations, literally, you have a running back 1 for sure there, possibly 2. You got RB2 all over the place. You got tight end 1. You got wide receiver 1s. Man, there's a lot of people missing from lineups this week.
I know me personally, and I'm sure you have too, and a lot of people out there. I've been going through all my leagues and finagling and try to move pieces around. Find that guy for Amon-Ra, and just it was a lot.
So that's why we do what we do. We try to give you information on matchup, the smart decisions week in and week out. And last weekend, we brought you a lot of people that weren't rostered in leagues, that we felt were going to score a lot of points. One was Ramondre Stevenson. We said pick him up. We said sit up with 17 points or more, depending on whatever league you're in. Rashee Rice seems like a no-brainer to start, but obviously coming back.
Should be rostered on it in every league, waiting like you did. You did that, and did you do that in one or both leagues? Both. Yeah. And I went the opposite route. I picked up Worthy, thinking he's going to help me at the front part of the season, and he did a little bit, but with the injuries and everything, it wasn't the greatest move.
Right. We talk about this all the time. The way I play is like it's strategical. We both season really doesn't kick off the first 4 weeks to 6 weeks of the season, whatever it is. So I'm okay with losing a few games early in the season if I know I'm invested in the late run. So there's a couple ways to go with that. But Rashee Rice is a risk, obviously, into a game. People wanted to stay away from him, but he was the right pick last week.
He just stepped in like he ain't missed a game, man. He was just phenomenal.
He is him.
Yeah.
He is him. So we went Quinshaw Judkins last week as well.
That matchup was just
all right.
Just ridiculous. And just take our advice. Anybody playing the Dolphins, get who you can on that roster. Get
all of them. The backups, the third string. Get the practice squad. If they're available on fantasy, they're gonna find a way to score. Pick them up. With Aaron Rodgers last week, or I don't know if we both did, but we definitely put him out there for everybody.
I think I swiped left on Rodgers and you swiped right, but
over 30 points, which is incredible depending on which league you're in. We went with Jacoby Brissett last week as well, and the reason was he played one game.
From Palm Beach County.
Palm Beach County style from the bottom. Double up. I ain't talking about Playboys. Whatever. I might have just went into 2 different songs at one time. That's okay.
It's Black Pack for life.
If you're not from South Florida.
Yeah.
Black Pack, Palm Beach County style from the bottom. Yes, I love that stuff, man. Anyways, Kyler Murray only scored 20 points once this year. So Jacoby came in and did it day 1, which we are very familiar with Jacoby.
Yeah.
We know he's a seasoned vet. Step in and do what he has to do at any given moment. So we swiped right on him last week, and he did same results, over 20 points. So in 2 games, he's done what Kyler Murray hasn't been able to do in 6 games this year.
I'll be honest, I swiped left, I'm pretty sure, and you swiped right on that one as well.
Giving you some love there, Mike.
I know, but you know, Got to give the people, I got to be honest.
I'll be honest. All right. So let's be honest with this one. Jackson Dart, we swipe left. I know that it's my fault. I'll take the blame. But I sincerely thought, and I sincerely thought from the bets we made on Sunday, that Broncos were just going to get it done on defense. They looked the part on paper. They should have won every single battle. Jackson Dart just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it again. Like, is that LL Cool J I just did?
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting to watch him and Scatterwood together, man. I'm loving the Giants right now. Offensively anyway. They lost Neighbors. They're hurting at wide receiver, and they're just getting it done. Like, they're putting up some points. It was a Denver win, but they had to come from behind, and they barely won it.
So you know what got me into that bet, because I was on the Texans high last week.
Yes.
Let me down. Okay. So I was on the Texans super high, and then for everybody out there, we're on the Bleacher Brothers Sports Network. So obviously there's plenty of shows around the clock. I'm on another show, the Bleacher Brothers show. And last week we had on Coach Gene. For Sports Illustrated has a show. I think for Sports Illustrated has a show on the Giants. And I'm not sure if it's for SI because he's got multiple shows. But he literally convinced me that the same thing that I thought was happening for the Texans game was going to happen. So, Coach Gene, if you're out there, pause. Wasn't the right answer. Yeah. So shout out to that. But so we lost there, but we are happy with that loss. We celebrate successes even if we were wrong in picking them.
Yeah.
Because we are on that bandwagon right now with Jackson Dart and Scats, right?
So I love me some Scatterboom.
I know you do. You know what I was thinking about when I was watching that post-game interview when they won against, I think it was Philly that they beat. And he ripped off his shirt with fish. I was like, Mike's loving this right now.
I love me some Magic and I love me some Scatter. Yeah, that was great.
Hell yeah. You should show everybody watching the picture that you took from there and post it on your wall.
The picture.
Just kidding.
Oh.
Just because you're man crush, Yeah. Just chest out.
Yeah.
We also TJ Hawkinson, we swiped left. And I know you were a big TJ fan at that point. But when I gave you the stats of him not being able to get over 50 yards and not seeing, I think saw the end zone one time, it looked like a no-brainer to go left, especially since their offense struggles against zone defenses, which they were playing against. We were wrong. It's okay. All right.
It happens.
It happens.
No, I will say with fantasy week to week, man, it's we make educated guesses and we watch a lot of football and we see trends and we look at points but week to week, honestly, you don't 100% know what's going to happen.
No, we go off what we know.
Yeah.
It's not just experience. We do our research. I mean, we're scouring the internet for the worst defenses against positions, So this is, these are facts we're spitting out, man. So, all right, we're getting into the back half of the show, Mike. We got to get into Fantasy Tinder so we can get into these start sits. All right.
My favorite part.
All right, so let's get into Fantasy Tinder. Evan Ingram. I've always been a fan personally.
I like Evan Ingram. This year, I drafted him a lot. In a couple of leagues I did because I thought I was getting a good value late at tight end. The value hasn't been there, and I've actually dropped him in a few of my leagues. I'm swiping left on Evan Ingram.
Okay. So last 3 weeks, he scored over 9 points. He's going against, I'm pretty sure Dallas right now, but I think Dallas is top 10 in points given away for tight ends. at least top 11. So with that being said, I think he's where you expected him to be when you drafted him, and I think he's getting there. So I think he goes well over 10 points this week, 4 weeks in a row over 9. So I'm going to go ahead and swipe right on that. So, but sticking with the tight end game, Tucker Kraft. Tell me how you feel.
Swipe right all day.
You've been in love with this dude for a while. You've been calling him
like he started off as like the best tight end in the league this year. He's pretty consistent. He's put up some points. So, well, yeah, I love me some Tucker Kraft.
40 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So where is your point? Where is your marker on tight ends? Where do they have to score for them to be a star?
Oh, so tight end's always tough, right? Because it's hard to get a lot of points from a tight end. I don't know if you're between 10 and 15, I think you're doing pretty good, right? Yeah,
I think over 10. So if you can score 170 points in fantasy football as a tight end, I think I'm happy overall this season.
I need some touchdowns peppered in there for my tight end because it helps. Like I've always been of the thought I'm not gonna waste early picks on tight ends. I'll just kind of get what I think is a good value and then see what's trending later and maybe pick somebody up in the waiver wire, which has been okay for me. I mean, it didn't work for me last week because I went Mason Taylor instead of Arande. Mistake on my part.
My bad.
Mistake on my part, but things like that is what I'll do. I said earlier I drafted Brock Bowers early, but I was in a guillotine league where I was drafting like 14, 15, something like super low, and I needed a good value, and I thought that was going to be it.
That was the value.
Wish I would have drafted Tucker Kraft instead.
I like politics and stuff too, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
So when I was taking my notes on Tucker Kraft, I wrote Tucker Carlson. I'm a retard. No, like Tua said earlier, I'm a tard. All right, so I'm swiping right. Not only that, the numbers he's put up in the last 3 games, 40 points over 3 games, and his matchup this week, they've given up over 10 points the last 2 weeks. So I think this is a no-brainer. Swipe right.
Swipe right and try to get in the DMs, right?
I put him up here just because of the success he's been having and because you've been all over him this year. And I've been kind of hit or miss on him, I think, matchup-wise. But I think he's proven he should be there. So we're swiping right on that. Next, let's get into some running backs, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know this guy. I know you love this guy.
Yes.
But what about this year, bro?
I know it's so he's getting up there in age, right, for a running back, 31. And he's been putting up so pedestrian points or whatever. Mm-hmm. The backup running back just went down, so that should be more touches for Alvin Kamara. I'd like for him to get a few more catches too, because in the past he's been known for his receptions. He's been a PPR machine, right?
Yep. So
I'd like to see that. I mean, New Orleans just in general is not a very good team.
They're not. Yeah. They're not. They're sloppy.
I definitely still swiping right though, because I think there might be an uptick in targets and or carries for him going forward.
Okay. Fair enough. So thus far this year, career low figures. Yards per touch, 3.9. Yards per carry, 3.6. Yards per reception, 4.9. Receiving yards per game, this one's going to hurt you. Guess it. Receiving yards.
40.
17.6.
Oh, yeah. I mean.
All right, Mike, I'm swiping left. And the reason I'm swiping left is I think he's got a few more good years, but I think in the offense he's in, he is just – there's no coming out of it. I think we look and everybody else looks at him as a name, and you want to pick him
Yeah.
up because you know he is so talented that he could kill it anywhere he goes. But sometimes it doesn't work out like that.
So there's a difference. Like, and you brought up a good point. He's a name, right? And there's a difference between being football good and fantasy football good, right?
Yeah.
So he could be like, if you're a Saints fan, you could absolutely love Alvin Kamara and what he's doing, and maybe it doesn't necessarily equate to being fantasy football good, right?
Absolutely right, bro.
Yeah.
100%. So Mike's swiping right, I'm swiping left on that, and Mike is living on a name, and I'm going on stats. So that's pretty much how you can split that up there. I have a feeling you're gonna like the next one.
I love me some Romeo Dobbs this year.
Bro, you've loved him for years. Like
I have, and you know what's funny is at the beginning of the year, I talked about the other two receivers on the team way more than I talked about Dobbs.
Yep.
And what happens? He comes out and shows you he's the man, right? Like Golden, I really like Golden coming out this year.
He's not putting up points.
No, he's not been very good. And Reed's been hurt, right? He's not doing anything. Romeo Dobbs has been the guy. And there was a point in time where I thought Green Bay was the team, in the NFC anyway.
They still could be.
I think they were good. I think they're a solid team. So, NFC, I'm all about the Lions right now, but we'll see what happens.
And look, at the end of the day, this dude is game. You have 6 teams on buys. You got injuries going crazy. If he's in the league, pick him up. It's consistent. It's points that you're going to get. There's no risk here. He is going to produce points.
At this point, he should be rostered in every league. I would hope.
But he's not. He's not.
Yeah. So up until recently, he was hardly rostered at all. But I think as people are starting to come around.
Yeah, well, they got to wake up a little bit more, a little bit faster.
Yeah.
All right, next on the list. Tyler
Algier.
Yeah. So we have a RB2 on the screen right now. You might be confused by this, but I know my reasoning.
RB2 behind possibly the best running back in the league?
The number 1 running back in the league. Yeah. Not possibly. Definitely. So why would I put a guy like this on the screen, Mike?
If I had to guess, I would say it's the matchup against the Dolphins.
Hold on one second. Mike, hold on, let me fix the screen real quick. There you go. That looks better. I need you to say that one more time.
If I had to guess, I would say it's because the matchup against the Dolphins.
One more time.
It's all about the matchup.
All right.
So, Algier, he's hit or miss. Like, he's a good filler sometimes. He'll throw 11, 15, but he also has weeks where he scored like 1 or 2 points. He's okay. The backup.
I'm totally with you, 100%. I would never start the RB2 when you have the best running back in the league this year on your team. Never in a million years would I do that. But what we do is we research, right? We find the stats, and then we figure out what's really going on. So 3 times, think about it. We're going into week 8. Not a lot of weeks here. He's hit RB17 one week. He's hit RB27 one week. He's hit RB15 one week. And this week here is because he is playing his most favorable matchup of the year. The Miami Dolphins, the holiest team in the NFL. The holiest team in the NFL that gets no blessings.
Yes.
I don't know how you're so holy and y'all should pray more. instead of just having a holy defense and an offense can't freaking score. Anyway, sorry. I'm swiping right, Mike. I'm swiping
Think
right.
about this. If we're talking about the RB2 on a team because they're going against a defense that's so bad, what is Bijan going to do against the Dolphins?
Oh, if you got Bijan, obviously you're starting him, but you won. You won.
Yeah,
it's
over.
over.
Winner, right?
Talk shit to the person you're playing. Bet however much money you want to bet. If you got Kyle Pitts on your team too, oh my god, it's over. If Tyler Algier, Kyle Pitts, whoever's starting, whether it's Penix or what's his name? Why am I missing his name? The backup. He's
Penix
great.
Why worry about it?
Who?
Penix is
might not. I don't know. They're iffy right now. But it doesn't matter who starts. I'm starting the quarterback, the tight end, the running back, the second running back, possibly a wide receiver. If I could just start
Green London's not hurt, right? He's playing.
Yeah, I could start 3 players from the Atlanta Falcons offense and win my fantasy football game this weekend. No other players. So swipe right.
Swipe right.
Swipe right. All right, Mike. We had this guy on again last week, but we got to bring him back on real quick. Woo! Joey Flacco.
Who's Cincinnati playing this week? I forgot.
Oh, Cincinnati playing. I have it. I don't have it up right now, but he's in a good matchup. But honestly, this is one that I don't even look at the matchup. This is one I don't even give a shit about.
The Jets. Yeah, swipe right.
Swipe right. But forget who he's playing. Last week, 33 passing attempts to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Okay? You don't need anything else. This guy's a gunslinger. We talked about it earlier in the show. Just throw the ball up. Let those freaking guys go get the ball. Do what teams should be doing when you have talent like that, and just go get it, man. Swipe right. He's done it 3 years in a row. He joins a team, brings his veteran presence, and he goes gets it. He just doesn't play dumb. Swipe right, Joe Flacco, baby.
Swipe right. I'm all about it.
All right, so we got next. I'll bring up Kyle. What's his last name? But what's his last name though?
The fun guy.
The fun guy. Kyle, the fun
guy.
What are we doing, Mike? This is another RB2. What the hell are we thinking, bro?
So this one, I don't know. I don't know. What's your take on it? Because I tend to lean towards swiping left.
All right. So Ben Johnson, you saw him with Knuckles and Sonic, or Sonic and Knuckles in Detroit.
Yes.
Every single week, Kyle, the fun guy, gets more reps and more reps and more reps. Chicago has proven to be a running team at this point. Chicago's doing their thing this year. So that's exciting. But last week, 81 yards, touchdown on 13 carries. He's getting more touches. I like it. It's an explosive offense. They're scoring. Some offenses like Detroit, multiple players having an RB2 isn't bad. And watching this with all the buys this week, all the injuries, matchup wise, this is good. This is good. And Swift is on the decline with touches, bro. I really like this. I really like it.
None guy, the fun guy.
Swipe right. No, absolutely. So who else we got here? I have one more here, man, because we got to check out. We're at 54 minutes, and we got another show coming on, the Bleacher Brothers Sports Network coming up next. Bleacher Brothers show this week has been canceled, but we will be back on next week at 7 p.m. So what else we got here? We did 2 already. All right. So Jalen Hurts matchup wise, I put him again this week. I don't understand this offense all the time. It's like when they're not supposed to do well, when it's not even, they do well or they do bad. Like I don't know. This is just not the team it was last year.
I have 0 shares of Jalen Hurts, and I don't know, man. there's a lot of buys and a lot of injuries. But Jalen Hurts is going to be rostered in every league already.
Right. But whether or not you want to start her from somebody else who can or can't.
I would imagine if you have Jalen Hurts, you're going to start Jalen Hurts. I'll go ahead and swipe right.
Yeah, you got to swipe right. Offense, you never know from week to week. It's going to kill you or it's going to make or break you at the end of the day. Look, everybody's rostered AJ all season. He hasn't done anything. Last week was the worst matchup he could have had, and he balls out. Right. I get it. There was one long touchdown pass, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's one pass or 10 passes. Score is a score, you know? So, guys, that's pretty much it on Fantasy Tinder for the week. It's pretty much it for our show. We sincerely appreciate everybody that tuned in, giving you the proof week after week that we do our research. We know what we're talking about. We give you the hits that people aren't thinking about. You know, we look at matchups, we look at the history, we look at trends. We're in it. This is where you should be at every single knowing your starts, your sits. This is where you should be at every Tuesday, knowing who you should be looking for on the waiver wire.
Stay active. That's a big key of fantasy football. Stay active. Like, I'm checking my teams over daily, even though there's no games going on. I'm looking at waivers. Where can I improve? You know, stay active. 100%. Before we get out of here, quick question.
Yeah.
Heat, Magic tonight. Who you got?
You don't want to bet another hat, baby. It's Heat all day, baby.
Heat
all day, baby.
Here, son.
Oh, yes. And basketball's
back.
Tune into the Bleacher Brothers Sports Network. We got basketball shows. We got all that. We got, I think, our NFL insider this year is going to be Craig Elo, the legendary Cavs player.
NBA insider.
That's what I say.
NFL.
Because I'm on a fantasy football show. Yeah, I apologize. But shout out to Craig Elo, man. I can't wait to get back on the horn with him.
Craig Elo's the man.
Hell yeah. So also in the description, guys, we always talk about betting. We didn't have time to get to betting today, but all of our sports books are in the description. You have a sports Vivid if you want to go to a game, which is right now the opportune time. If you're a Miami fan or a Florida State fan, because they suck, you get tickets super cheap. Might as well save a little bit more money and go to Vivid Seats through our link. If you bet, doesn't matter what state you're in, we have tons of books for every single state. Just find it, support the show. We appreciate you guys. Mike, final word, baby boy.
Football tomorrow night. Let's get it. Good luck to all the fantasy fools out there.
Shout out the fools, baby.
Fantasy Foolz riding high on the line. Cash on the spread and the W's mine. From draft day nerds to Sunday insanity. Fantasy Foolz. Insanity meets fantasy. Waiver wire work turning pennies to gold. DFS stacks, let the storyline unfold. Bad beats hit, but the fools don't bend. Prop slips live, ride it out to the end. Trade court open, bring your lopsided plea. We'll bang the gavel on your fantasy fraud spree. We'll ruin Sunday, we'll read the eulogy. Then bury that pick in fool's mythology. Fantasy Foolz riding high on the line. Cash on the spread.